big thing that I'm very excited about, the county's received $6.1 million, and we're going to be using that for rental assistance. And we're going to be working with AIM, and AIM's going to be doing the applications and helping us. They're going to be doing the lion's share of the work. And I think it's going to be a wonderful partnership between Anderson County and AIM, and we want to make sure, and AIM does too, to make sure that we're all over the county, not just here in Anderson, but they've already got a place in Honeypath, and I know they're working in other places to do it. So everybody who needs rental assistance, and a lot of people are impacted, and we're hoping maybe early March that we can do that, and we're very excited about that. Council is very excited that we're going to be able to help these people. So that's one of the big things going. It's another instance of the County Council partnering with AIM.
How great is the need for rent assistance right now in Anderson County?
It's huge right now, Greg. We see people that when they stopped evictions, what many people heard was, I don't have to pay my rent. So all of a sudden, they've started allowing evictions again, and people were months and months behind in their rent. When the utility companies stopped disconnecting utilities during the pandemic, what people heard was, I don't have to pay my power bill. And it's because we've conditioned people to operate in a crisis mode. Our federal agencies require you to be 5 days before disconnection before they'll assist you. They require you to have an eviction notice before they'll assist you. So we have pushed people into hearing those kind of messages. So now, in order for our economy to move forward, we're going to have to help these people get back on level ground. Otherwise, we're going to have this mass homelessness that our community faces. And you know, the people that I really feel for are that elderly couple who said, you know what, let's buy a couple of rental homes, and that'll be our retirement income to supplement our Social Security. And for a year now, many of these folks have gone without receiving any rent. So they're at risk of losing their homes that were supposed to be supplemental income. So there's a lot of moving parts. There are a lot of people that have been affected. And we want to help people get back to level ground, but we also want to be able to implement an opportunity for them to gain some financial wellness skills, gain some soft skills training and an understanding of how the different classes see the world, make decisions, and communicate so that they can be more effective in the world of work. So we want to take this opportunity that the county has given us and, you know, talk about a humbling feeling when you have county government come to you and say, we've got $6 million and we would like for you to be the entity that disperses that money for us. We trust you. We think you've got the capacity and the infrastructure in place, and we need you to step up and take this money and get it to the right people in our county. That was a very proud moment for our organization and a very humbling moment for our organization. So we want to make the county proud.
And these are things that, like I said, they came to y'all because these are things you're already doing day in, day out, way before this money came along.
Exactly. They were looking for an organization who'd handled federal money in the past and knew kind of the do's and the don'ts and the regulations that go into that. They were looking for an entity who already had a process in place to pay rent, who already had a relationship with utility companies and a process in place to pay utilities, because none of this money will go to the person. It will all go to vendors, to the landlords, to the utility companies. So really, we're the largest entity that does this, so we were really the logical choice, I guess, for the county. So we want to do more than just throw money at this situation. So we're trying to do this in a way that folks benefit from case management. So we're not going to open the spigot and spend all the money in 2 days. I don't think that's the purpose of it. We want to make sure that we're getting the money to people, but we're doing more for them than paying their bills.
And do you think this will go, are there going to still be people in need? I mean, is this going to help people catch up, or is that enough money, or do you...
I hope it's enough money. I know originally, you know, when we sat down with Mr. Burns and folks from the county, they're like, can y'all spend this money? You know, because of course AIM has never been tapped with an opportunity to spend $4 million, much less $6 million, you know, especially in a 9-month period of time. So we don't know what we don't know yet, Greg. We're hoping that it's going to be enough to address the need, and we're going to be trying real hard to make sure we don't send any of this money to state housing. We want to spend it all right here in Anderson County.
All right, walk me through this. If somebody's watching this and they're thinking, man, I'm really behind. How can I get in touch and how can I get some help?
Well, the one thing is this has to be done on an online platform because there are documentation that we have to collect for the federal government. Otherwise, we get in trouble. That's not to say that we're not here and available to help people upload the documents that we need and walk them through the process. But if somebody is in need of help and they've got a son or a daughter or a grandson or a granddaughter that is tech savvy, you can take pictures of documents with your cell phone and upload them. We've been working with Credo Cares, a software company, to actually build this platform. We've had it built specifically for this project. We've made it extremely user-friendly.
So just say the website, the first step is to go to the website. And then
The first step is to go to the website at covidrelief.aimcharitysc.org. Once you go to that website, there'll be a pre-screening tool. You're going to have to do that step. We want to make sure that people understand there's certain requirements that are out of our hand that you have to meet before we're able to assist you. And that just streamlines it, and it keeps us from getting bottlenecked with folks that are not going to be eligible. First of all, you have to rent your house. It's not for mortgages. You have to rent your house. You have to have a certain income level in order for us to be able to serve you. You have to have at least an indirect link to COVID. Now, that doesn't mean that you had to have COVID or anything like that. There's got to be a loss of income or an increase in expenses that we can relate back to COVID. So there are questionnaires that can help us find that indirect link. It'll tell you all the documentation you're going to have to upload this application. It will not send the application until all of the documentation is uploaded. If you can't do it, we will help you. We encourage everybody that can to go to the website to do the pre-app. We do have a helpline. That number is 1-833-977-RENT. And you can call that helpline. We have many partners in the outlying areas. On our website, it will list where those partner organizations are, and they are willing to help people that have difficulty uploading this information into the website. So we've got them covering the whole county. We want to make this program accessible to everybody. We don't want somebody to say, I couldn't get to Anderson, so I couldn't get help. So we've got many partners. There's a Google map on that website, and it will direct you to those places to go. There's also a frequently asked questions tab. If you go to that tab, I would encourage you to go there first. Read through those questions, and maybe before you even start doing the application. Then it's also going to have a list of all the things that you're going to need. I would gather those things and then do the application. It will save it. This is a DocuSign document, so if you get in the process and you upload something and you don't have the next item you need, you can save it and come back. But I don't want people to think, oh my gosh, this is all online and I'm not going to be able to get help. You will be able to get help. We just want to streamline it for those folks who can do it themselves, and so we're not bottlenecking and making everybody come to AIM for an appointment. First of all, for safety reasons, but also because we need to get this money out, and there's no way to do that if we have to have people come into the office.
So if somebody goes online or gets all the information, everything's set up and gets it to you guys, and you guys vet them and work with them and realize this is a long-term thing, how quickly can people expect to get some relief?
We feel like once we have all the documentation and we vet it, it'll be fairly quickly. Again, I go back to we have to have a link to COVID. It does not have to be direct, but it has to be indirect. That's going to take the most time because every application will have to be looked at, and we'll have to make sure that we can justify that link. We do have a grievance committee. If you're denied assistance, there is a grievance process where you can appeal that. But in order for us to not get in trouble with the federal government, we have to make sure there is a COVID related issue. again, I just want to stress, Greg, that we hope that we can take this opportunity and that we can do so much more for folks than pay their rent and utilities. We want people to take advantage of the classes that we have. We've found in the past, we've required people to do this, and they don't want to do it, but they do it, and then they say, oh my gosh, I learned so much. This helped me so much. We just feel like there's opportunities for learning, for growth, that way past COVID, people will benefit from.